Oh, hello.
It's Drewski McGillicuddy's Horror Digest tag.
Try this one more time. Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and I was tagged in the Horror Digest tag by Dylan Bean. Now Dylan Bean's a friend of mine over in Killer Flicks, and he's also a YouTube creator. He makes lists like I do, except he puts thought into his videos. Me, I just, jot down a couple of notes, turn the camera on, and I just wing it. Because, I'm lazy. That's the bottom line, I'm lazy. And plus I got other stuff to do. So, I'm supposed to tag some other people, I guess. So, we're going to go ahead and tag the horror god himself, Jason Smith of Sinister Cinema Reviews. So, Jason, you got to make this list. And we'll do Zach Maul. Maul? Is it Zach Maul? Zach Maul from Cavern of Terror. I hope I'm saying that right. I've never heard you say your last name out loud. So, excuse me. But yeah, I'm tagging you too. So, and then after we do this, we'll get together and we'll do the Drive Angry review. Because I have been wanting to watch that. I got a hankering to watch me some Nicolas Cage craziness. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with number 1. What 2 horror icons would you like to see battle it out in the next Versus movie? Now, the first time I read this question, I thought to myself, well, why don't they just do the Cenobites versus Freddy, Jason, and Michael? And it's like, didn't they sort of do that in the comic book style? I don't know. But I was like, that would be cool. But you know what would be even cooler? Let's do a throwback movie, like a legitimate throwback movie. Not like It was nostalgic, because It was nostalgic. I wouldn't call it a throwback. I'm talking, bring me the cheese, lay it on thick, give me Gremlins versus Critters. Huh? Huh? You like that? Gremlins versus Critters? Who would you vote for, huh? Which one of those little monsters do you want to get eaten by? I mean, who would you, like, they're both, maybe they'd team up, it would just be us versus them. Who knows? I mean, the possibilities are endless. I mean, if only like Orion Pictures, or what's another, New World Pictures? What's another one? Canon? What's another one? Media? What's another one that would make that movie that's not around anymore? Touchstone? Yeah, right. Actually, I think Touchstone's still around. I'm not sure. But they don't make movies like they used to. And part of it is because the future, like, everything sucks. In the future, everything sucks. I mean, there's a handful of good movies nowadays. But so far, nothing quite like the 80s. I mean, it's just something that's never going to be able to be recreated. In my opinion. It's just my opinion, Where am I at? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, number 2. Would you rather survive a horror movie scenario, but some of your friends die? Or would you rather you die? Yeah, would you rather some of your friends die and you live, or you live and some of your friends die, something like that? I would rather die than have to watch all my friends die. Not only because, I wouldn't want to live a life without my friends, but I wouldn't want to go through the pain of watching or knowing that I lost so many people in such a short amount of time. But then again, me and my friends, especially me and my friend Chad, if you put us up against any of these horror killer people, shit. Tell him, Chad. Actually, Chad Ashbrook has been delaying his Killer Flick tag for the past 3 or 4 months. So I'm starting to think he's just not going to make it. Anyway, yeah. I'd rather die than watch all my friends die. Number 3. You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, or the killer? Well, I'm the comic relief, but I'm also the killer. Okay? Because I was born to be a killer in a horror movie. You wouldn't know that by looking at me, But look at this guy. This guy right here wants you dead. He wants you and all your friends dead. You're all fucking dead. Do you hear me? I'm gonna fucking kill all of you. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what that was. So yeah, I'd definitely be the comic relief because I'm hilarious. I'm actually the funniest person in Killer Flicks now that Gary Lee left. Because Gary Lee left the group because you assholes won't stop talking about Halloween. Cut it out! Alright? Give it a rest. Take a week off. Talk about something else. I mean, there's so many other movies out there that you could talk about. You could talk about My Stepmother's an Alien. Willy Wonka? I don't know. It's hard to think of movies when you're on the spot like that. Anyway, I'll cut that out, I guess. What am I looking at? Alright, number 4 is my favorite question on this. Which horror icon do you want to see in space? Well, technically, Freddy, Mike, and Chucky, I think, are the only icons other than Leatherface. Oh shit, I guess there's a lot of them that had never been to space. But there's a lot of them who would never go to space because why the fuck would you do that? Like Leatherface, why the fuck would he be in space? There's no Elm Streets in space, so Freddy can't go. And Michael Myers, I don't think they celebrate Halloween on the moon. Toki, do you have to make noise constantly with your fingernails? Jesus Christ, I can't ever just make a video. Like, if I lock them outside, they'll bark. If I lock them in their cage, they'll bark. If I leave them out here, they'll just walk around and tipper. Alright, excuse me. So which horror icon do I want to see in space? As mediocre of a movie as I thought it was, I think they should just take Jason back to space. Fuck doing a remake. Let's, leave off where Jason X left off. Let's take off. Let's pick it back up. Pick it back up where Jason X took off. Have him find his mask at the bottom of that lake, put it back on, and whatever Earth that is, he can go find another place where there's kids smoking weed, having premarital sex, and what else are they doing? Listening to rock and roll, I guess. But yeah, other than that, Chucky seems like he's on his way to space with like the way his sequels have been going, because they slowly started going to direct to DVD or directly to Netflix. So, next stop, space. What can I say? Number 5. When making sequels to horror movies, when do you think enough is enough? When they go to space. As soon as you write a script that involves a horror icon in space that wasn't an alien to begin with, that's when you know you've run out of fucking ideas and that you should just scrap the shit and come up with something else. Because, honestly, they could have stopped The Nightmare on Elm Street at Part 4. They could have stopped Friday the 13th at Part 4. They could have stopped Hellraiser at Bloodlines. That's when they went to space. So let's just say 4. Even though I like Friday the 13th, 6 and 7 and 8, and I love all the Friday the 13ths. But, 4. 4 seems like a solid number because, we've got so many epic trilogies, but sometimes that 4th movie is the one. Like Friday the 13th Part 4. But yeah, a lot of movies don't even make it that far. I wish they would have made a Poltergeist 4, because Poltergeist was one of my favorite horror franchises there for a minute. And everybody hates on the 3rd Poltergeist, but dude, I couldn't look at fucking mirrors for 3 years after I saw that shit, so I'll never understand people and their opinions. Anyway, as I voice my opinion. Number 6, final question. Name a horror movie that was ruined for you by the ending. Well, that's easy. The Mist. Have you seen The Mist? Oh my God, if you haven't seen The Mist, I can't spoil it for you here, but let me tell you, that fucking movie, that ending Oh, I was pissed off for like a week or two afterwards. Like I was sick, like in the pit of my stomach. I mean, I might have almost threw up at the theater. Like what? I don't know. And that's probably one of my favorite Stephen King adaptations. Not that I've ever read a Stephen King book because, you know, I read at a 3rd grade level. But hey, I'm working on it. You know, I'm starting to read my own post every once in a while. I'm starting to reread my own post on Facebook to make sure I didn't. Anyway, that's my answers to these questions. So Jason, Zach, I look forward to you guys answering these questions. I hope I did a good job. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think I did a good job, or you can answer these questions too. It's a big old fun game because, yeah, like Dylan said, if you weren't tagged, tag yourself. You know, it's fun. Who's gonna care? It's YouTube. You know, I'm just doing this for fun. It's not like I'm getting any money out of it. But anyway, like the video, subscribe, share it with your friends, and for fuck's sakes, tell your mom. I'm telling you, dude, your mom's gonna love this shit.